Just occasionally, but
I've
not in
never
a
seen
long time.
So it would bring like an A down a couple of octaves or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah, exactly.
My name is Michelle, and I'm happy that you could be here today with me in Virginia City, Nevada, at this historical, beautiful place, Piper's Opera House. In 1867, Mr. John Piper had a bar that's down below us. It is presently being restored. He decided to elaborate on the bar and build an opera house. In 1875, it burned with 2/3 of the city. He rebuilt. In 1883, it burnt again. He rebuilt. And here we are in the third Piper's Opera House since 1883. This is a picture of the original oleo curtain, which hung from the stage. It's basically a Victorian commercial. All of these businesses probably paid dearly to be on this curtain, since this was the hub of entertainment in Virginia City. I wondered why the center of this oleo curtain doesn't have anything to do with Virginia City or mining. To me, it looks like a castle on the Rhine River. And a visitor was here from England the other day, and he said, well, you know, this was a melting pot of people all over the world, and maybe this man was German, and this was his homeland, and he painted what he loved and remembered.
The spring.
The spring on the floor here. It's interesting because these floors are maple, but those springs are underneath the floor to put a little bounce and the miners' step when they danced at the balls. The chandelier above us is original from 1883. There's a catwalk above. They used to lower it and light it because naturally it was gas and bring it back up before the performances. The seating above us in the balcony is original from 1883. It's not too safe for us to go up there now, but then it must have been pretty exciting to watch the place from up there. Those seats were 50 cents. These down here were $1.50. And the booths were another story. This piano up here is original to Piper's. It has a date on it, 1823. Piper's son George painted Shakespeare up there for us in 1885. His eyes follow you wherever you go. The stage is what's called raked. It's higher in the back than it is in the front, so the people sitting on the floor can see the actors' feet. The booths were for the rich and famous and powerful Comstock mine owners. You can't really see the stage that well from them, but they came to be seen by the folks out there. Aren't they beautiful? Can't you just feel the history? Over here is interesting also. See the well-worn ladder against the wall over here? That's how they got up to the catwalk to lower down the chandelier I was telling you about.
So, wow, it's really worn out. Huh?
Yeah, it is.
Wonder how many people have been up and down
It
that ladder.
looks like hundreds, doesn't it?
Yeah, thousands maybe. Who knows?
Stage here. If you look closely, there's a square here that was a trap door.
Oh yeah.
Right, so I'm standing here. And there was the smoke feature that covered up what was going on over here.
Wow.
Maybe Houdini used his booth over here was strictly Mackey's booth.
Oh really?
Yes.
He was the only one.
Yes, that was strictly Mackey's booth. He didn't have to pay for his booth because him and Piper were like this.
Ah,
Yeah, he pulled Piper out of a lot of bad times with the fires, and I think that most of the restoration that's being done isn't pretty. You know, it's to save it for the future, and the pretty stuff will come later. The muslin, as you can see, has been redone on the bottom part of Piper's, but up on the ceiling, we need some help up there.
needs to be redone.
And I asked why muslin? Is it because of the acoustics? And the answer was no. He, after the 1883 fire, he just wanted to freshen it up and make it look as good as he could. There was gold and burgundy wallpaper covering the muslin, though. This is interesting, too. I was told that by the volunteer fire department came in the other day, and I said, okay, I knew that these two doors on the side here were fire escape doors, but what did they do up top? He said there were rope ladders in the front and in the back. So that must have been pretty interesting with the Victorian ladies with all their petticoats on going down a rope ladder.
Well, Michelle sure knows a lot about the facts and figures about this building here, but I know a couple of secret things. Let's go up to that stage up there. Now, this is not a pentagram right here. They used to play basketball in here in the 1880s, as well as they used to roller skate on this very floor. Now, Mr. Piper, he knew how to make a dollar, whether it was daytime, nighttime, or any time. Let's go up here. Now, up there in that booth, there was a woman strangled one night during the performance. Nobody noticed because she was too high, but they found her dead body up there. And every once in a while, if you look, squint your eyes a little bit, you might see the ghost of that lady. Now, off to the side, they used to have a building where they had all the dressing rooms for all the actors, and so many actors have appeared here. The great John Barrymore, back in 1915, Mark Twain, the opera singers, and then Miss Julie Bulette, the famous Madam of the West. She used to be up there in that box right there, and the ladies did not want to see her, so they would hang a cheesecloth in front of there so that no one would have to look at her, but she could see the performance. This building, it feels alive. You can almost hear the sound of the audience murmuring just before the performance, and in the wings, the actors waiting to go on. But now, before we leave, let's look back at the windows there, because Mr. Piper, as I told you about the basketball, the roller skating, the different performances, he was a man that was always interested in business and how to make it better. Well, a lot of times, like most business people, he was worried a little bit, and I think part of that memory stuck to the building, because that window up there to the right, a lot of times, if you squint your eyes just right, you'll see him up there in the window, looking from left to right, to see which one of the Bonanza Kings or the other people, his other customers, were showing up that evening for a performance.
I'm asked all the time if the house is a working opera house, and it most definitely is. We have people booking the place for weddings and reunions, and the other day we had a premiere for a television show called Nevada Passages. You might have seen it. The last performance that we had here was Cat House Afternoon. It was brought back by popular demand. The governor of Nevada has his ball here every year also. If you'd like to make a contribution to our ongoing restoration, it would be gravely appreciated.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Come see us sometime. Is that good?